What's going on? This is The Objective. You are listening to The Objective Jerk, and I am said jerk. How's everybody doing? This is a podcast. No, I just stopped what I was recording because I was rambling. I was just very incoherent, which I know a lot of people are like, yeah, that's what you do, dipshit. But I've been kind of noticing my train of thought a little bit, and I don't finish sentences. Like I'll be talking about something and I don't finish it because I'm trying to get to the next topic, or I'm trying to get to my next thought without before I forget. I don't know what it is, but anyway, so I got some bullet points here to help kind of keep me. I think it's something I need to just start doing. I just need to, when I'm thinking about talking about something, just do a couple bullet points, keep me in line. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well. Getting your Christmas shopping done. Let's see, what have we been? Yeah, we did our Christmas shopping early actually. We just have to wrap it though. We're gonna wrap the presents. And let's see, went to mass last night, which was nice, but it was packed. It was completely filled. Like I was sitting on a plastic chair in the back, which at first I was kind of pissed off. Not because I was sitting in a plastic chair in the back. It's just because it was packed, and I don't really like massive crowds. And plus, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's from being in the Army, because everything in the Army is kind of unplanned, out of nowhere kind of things happen. You know what I mean? So when something occurs in my life that is not expected, I get irritated. So going to mass, was not expecting it to be jam-packed. So I was irritated, and I kind of wanted to leave, but, I was like, it's not about me. It's about God and me worshiping God, and that's all that matters. So I stayed and got through it, and it was fine. I mean, it was just like any other mass. It was just, except I was sitting on a plastic chair. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. But I wanted to talk about Rob Reiner, the director, actor, and probably writer, I'm assuming. I don't know, actually. I'll have to look. I got his thing pulled up here, so I'll look at it later. But so Rob Reiner, right? One of the biggest TDS individuals in Hollywood. And I'm not trying to bash him. But, I mean, it's not like what? 90% of everybody in Hollywood has TDS, basically. But he was up there with one of, De Niro and Luke Skywalker and Stephen King. Individuals that just like daily putting out stuff against Trump no matter what. And, most of it's just talking points. It's ridiculous. But, it happens. And it's real, man. TDS is real. It's not like calling somebody a snowflake. People, they are suffering, And I kind of wonder if maybe that's part of what happened with him. I don't know. I'll read. I doubt it. But anyway. So, yeah. So, Hollywood. It's no secret they don't like Trump, right? That's fine. The thing is, there's big uproar over a post that Trump made regarding Rob Reiner. And it wasn't mean, but it wasn't like overly nice either. You know what I mean? Thing is like Trump was very nice and tried to be the nice guy last time, and he got screwed. So this term, he is just not holding punches. You know what I mean? No, I don't care. I'm going to say what I want, whatever, and just get stuff done. Although I kind of wish he would. I'm going to talk more about it afterward, but I don't completely agree with what he did or said, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But so before I kind of talk about all that, and I'm going to read what he posted or something. I kind of wanted to just talk about Rob Reiner, because although I think he was a nut job at the end, and he hated me because I support Trump, there's no denying that he has or had a pretty great career as far as directing, for sure. Directed many, many films, and a lot of them are like favorites of mine. So, I can't, I can't just disregard that or whatever. I can't just, whatever. God, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but so anyway, so Rob Reiner, I know let me see. Nominations. What did he? Well, I know he's the son of Carl Reiner. I think is his dad's name, or was his dad. I think he passed away now. Oh, right there. Yeah, Carl Reiner. So Carl Reiner was, big comedian, actor, and writer. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not clicking on him, but so that's the thing. Rob Reiner grew up with a famous father. Silver spoon, I guess you could say. So it's like when he has his takes on, people. Some of his political takes are just, they're retarded because he just has no idea of what people go through and how real life is. Because, the dude grew up famous basically because his dad. And so it's like, and that's kind of what pisses a lot of people off. But anyway, he, as far as I know, he got his start on All in the Family. He played Meathead, who was very progressive liberal. Makes you wonder if that's where he learned it all. I mean, as a character, but let's see, what do we got here? Oh no, those are nominations. And I know so he's done writing and he's done some acting, but I think his acting was generally just parts. I mean, I know he was in The Wolf of Wall Street, so that movie he did not direct. So, I mean, he was in some stuff that he didn't direct, I guess. A little bit of everything, but I want to talk about his directing because the movies he directed, not all of them, but many of them are just classics and are on my top 10 for sure. First out the gate, this is Spinal Tap. It's like one of the greatest, mockumentary comedy films of all time. So hilarious. They just did the sequel too not too long ago. I haven't seen it. I'll watch it one of these days, I'm sure. But so great movie. The Sure Thing. I don't know what that one is. I haven't seen that one, I don't think, or maybe I have. But then, okay, Stand By Me. So his third film, but Stand By Me, man, dude, that is on my. So Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, and The Princess Bride are like in my top 10. Probably. Princess Bride is one of my all-time favorites. Stand By Me is a great. I actually had my kids watch that and everything not too long ago. Yeah, so you had Princess Bride, which I own, the Blu-ray book-like thing. Great movie, love it. When Harry Met Sally is a classic. I don't know. When that came out, I didn't care about romantic comedies, and I don't even know if I've ever watched it. I mean, I know, the scene, the orgasm in the restaurant scene. Or faking the orgasm or whatever. And then Misery, which I don't know if that's the top 10, but it's definitely up there. Creepy ass movie. I remember watching that and just being like, whoa, when that came out, 1990. So I was like, what, 12, 13, something like that. Feel Good Man, great film. I haven't watched it in a long time. I wonder if me being in the military and everything has kind of changed the way I would look at that. But Jack Nicholson was awesome in that. Everybody was awesome in that. That was a good movie. So again, not a top 10, but it's up there, North, never saw. I think it didn't do very good. American President, a lot of people like it. I have seen it, It's not bad, but I can, I'm fine with or without. Ghost of Mississippi. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Oh no, it's a different one. I don't know if I've seen that. I was thinking that was Mississippi Burning, I think is the one I was thinking. Story of Us. What is that? Bruce Willis, and I haven't seen that. Alex and Emma. Oh, okay. I do know. I didn't know he directed that. Rumor has it. What? Oh, I remember that. I didn't see it, but I remember. I didn't know he directed that either. Oh, The Bucket List. I didn't know he directed that. Pretty funny movie. Jack Nicholson, Morgan Freeman. I enjoyed that film. Didn't know he directed that. Flipped. Don't know what that is. The Magic of Belle Isle. So, I mean, it's not like every film is gold, but he's had some pretty good. LBJ. Beginning of the administration of President John Johnson, who was kind of a douche, though. So that's the thing. Probably thinks he was a good president. Let's see. God and Country. What would Jesus... Oh, no. It's a documentary. Probably Emergence of Christian Nationalism in its close relationship to far right. I mean, in some ways, yeah, but... every person, religion, occupation has good and bad people. And then his last one was obviously Spinal Tap 2. So, but yeah, so you can't just dismiss him. He was a left wing loony, TDS, whatever you want to say. But that's one good thing about directors, though, I guess, because it's easier to watch. I don't know if I've watched Wolf of Wall Street. This is the most recent movie I can think of where he's an actor in it. But it's hard for me to watch, De Niro was one of my favorites, everybody's favorite, right? Some classic movies, Heat, and, Godfather, and Casino, and just, all these different movies, right? But I tried watching. I saw The Irishman. I remember when during the lockdowns, The Irishman was on. I watched it. I don't know how many damn times because I just had nothing to do. So I watched it quite a few times, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, there was some of the special effects. The de-aging thing was a little kind of, but other than that, I liked it. But then I tried watching it again after all this De Niro TDS going on, and it's hard to watch it, or it's hard to watch him anymore because I'm just I just see him jump, you know what I mean, just his full-blown TDS going. So it's hard for me to. I'm sure someday once this is all done and over with, I'll watch again, and I can watch it and not. It pulls me out, kind of, because I just think about him. So what I'm trying to say is I think it's easier when it's a director, because you don't see him necessarily, You just get lost in the film, and if it's a good film, it's easier to get lost in, But, yeah, it's kind of... Oh, I was going to have that pulled up. Let me see, I'll do it on my phone, I guess. So anyway... lots of classic films, right? Oh yeah, his dad was in the Ocean's 11 remake. I had that on here. Did that? Talked about that. Okay, so I don't know, all this crap going on with politics and social media, and just it's just kind of getting old. I've been kind of paying attention a little bit less and less, which I guess hurts my podcast. I mean, not really, but I just, I'm not much for talking about stuff when I'm not paying attention. I'm just, trying to keep myself busy with whatever. So it's, good and bad, but it's not like I got tons of people listening to me. So, but it's just I'm just kind of tired of, and so much of it is just fake too, rage bait. You just see, I'll get on and I'll post my episodes, and I'll just see the most stupid, and it's just people just trying to get interactions. They'll just say the dumbest things to get, because they know they're going to get some people who hate or like or whatever, and they're going to comment. And it's like, it's just kind of, it gets old. It's old now, it's been old really, but just kind of tired of it. Tired of the fake outrage. I mean, yeah, some people are outraged, but with ICE or whatever. The drug boats, the drug running boats, just various things. It's tired of it. Just tired of it. So it's just kind of stupid. But there's lots of back and forth, and most of it again is stupid. But I'm trying to find Trump's post about Rob Reiner. He didn't get rid of it, did he? Oh no, okay. Man, he posted a lot. But like when Charlie Kirk died, so it's like a lot of people who are upset with what Trump said are the same people who like celebrated Charlie Kirk. And I guess to their crazy liberal credit, they just honestly think that Charlie Kirk was like some evil guy who spread hate, which he didn't. If you would watch and follow what he said, you would know that. But they don't. They just, they pick all the talking points that everyone else talks about, and they keep spreading that. It's just more crap, more BS. It's retarded. But it's just, it's just, what was the point? There is no point, right? It's just retarded. I don't know. It just, I'm almost at the point where I'm just tired. I'm trying to figure out something to find. Like sometimes I think about going just focusing on movies, but I don't know. I don't want to do that. Anyway, Donald Trump. So this is what he posted, right? A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, tortured and struggling, which is not really wrong. He hasn't, but once very talented movie director and comedy star has passed away. So, yeah, it's a little opinionated, but it's not wrong, really. Together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. Which is not wrong, though, you know what I mean? And I was kind of wondering, because I thought the same thing. I was like, what? I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, his son, I don't want to go into, the liberal way of life, and you have, it just, I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, sometimes he was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. With the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest. So it's not really attacking him, but it's, and he's not really wrong either, but it is a little, I guess you could say distasteful. Like that kind of seems more like a follow-up post, right? First post would be, rest in peace to director Rob Reiner, tragically passed away today in Hollywood, blah, 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 blah. And his wife, R.I.P. That's it. And then like a day or two later, then he can post that. You know what I mean? But, that's how Trump is, man. He don't mince words. He don't bullshit. He just cuts right to it. And like I said, he was nice last term. And he's not nice anymore. He just, But I don't, it doesn't bother me that he posted that. I mean, I kind of think he should kind of refrain from, but because it just gives more ammo and more crap for the left. I don't know. I swear. I mean, he's playing the game too, And I think that's just what it is, really, is I'm just tired of the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game, right? But, so, straight up hardcore liberal he was. I mean, and Trump wasn't wrong. Like, he had it bad, the TDS, And I know people probably wished it was just some, like, MAGA right wing. And I don't know. I have no idea anything about, I didn't even know he had kids. So I'm going to read real quick what they have on his death and see what it says. I know it's still early on in the investigation, so not a whole lot. But from what I heard, his son has, been or has struggled with like drugs and stuff like that, And, Trump's trying to help that, stopping all the drug cartels from, shipping drugs into the country by blowing up the boats. But, they get pissed off about it. But then, okay, now your son, who's a drug addict, goes and I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to say it, but it's just a lot of far left liberal individuals just really don't know what they're talking about. Like they can't see the whole picture. They don't see the big picture. You know what I mean? Like, and liberals think that because maybe they have a kind heart, they just have a stupid brain, but they have a kind heart. Oh, people can be kind. Yes, people can be kind and do the right thing, but many people don't. And that's the thing, is you have to prepare. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Okay? Liberals don't do that. They just hope for the best. They don't prepare. And, and then it's just like, and it's always been this way, but with social media and everything now, it's just everybody knows who, and it's just gotten crazy. It's gotten out of hand. Anyway, so Reiner, 78, and his wife, Michelle, 68, were found dead in their Brentwood, Los Angeles home December 14th, with police saying they believe both had been stabbed. I heard that their throats were cut. Sorry, I didn't mean to get graphic there, but their daughter, Rami, discovered their bodies, and Los Angeles Fire Department responded to a medical aid call at the residence. Shortly after phoning the police, Rami called Billy Crystal, Reiner's longtime friend and collaborator, who rushed to the home with his wife on December 14th. See, Billy Crystal is, and he's probably crazy left too, but he keeps his mouth shut because he gets it, December 14th, Los Angeles police, so the next day, arrest Nick Reiner at Exposition Park area, the second son of Rob and Michelle, on suspicion of murder. Nick had been living with his parents at the time. Rob and Nick had attended a Christmas party hosted by Conan O'Brien on the evening of December 13th and had gotten into a verbal argument. Reportedly, Nick Reiner had been disruptive at the party and had made guests feel uneasy. Sources who attended the party but wished to remain anonymous told the New York Times that the loud verbal argument between Nick and Rob started after Rob told him his behavior at the party was not appropriate. Who goes to parties at 78, though? I don't know. Crazy liberals, that's who. Okay, Nick Reiner was held without bail. He was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with the special circumstance of multiple murders. So there we go. So I guess, God, he looks a little psycho. His son, the one that, the Nick Reiner, he looks a little. But yeah, I mean it sucks. It's sad to be murdered by. But I mean, I don't know, man. The way he was on social media, I can only imagine how he was at home, just when he was kind of like upset and just unrelenting and just, I don't know. It's hard to say. All I know is, when you better chance of not getting murdered by your children if you raise them Christian in a Christian household in a Christian, just saying. I'm not saying all the time, okay? But generally speaking, if you do it right. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I just kind of want to talk about it. I think I posted when I heard about it. I was actually, because I get things different here, being where I'm at. Sometimes news breaks during the day, and then I'll wake up in the morning and like something will have happened, or sometimes things happen for me like just in real time or whatever. So I think it was like actually on Facebook. There was nothing about Rob Reiner, and then all of a sudden something came up, and it was like, what? And then how Facebook is, so you got to check and make sure that it's real. And then all of a sudden it was just like flooded, and it was like, wow, okay. So I just posted something, it's tragic, it's sad. I'm not anything. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not upset about it either, really. Because I kind of, like I said, I just lost the whole Hollywood royalty thing. Like it just doesn't, I don't care. I'm not going to celebrate it. I'm not going to be like, yeah, that's what happens. That's what you get. Nothing like that, like some people did when Charlie Kirk was killed. But, it's a sad situation. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think. Hope all is well. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time, and God bless. All right, bye.